This is Back Talk by Successful Black Parenting Magazine, the most listened to podcast for parents by parents.
Okay, hey there, everyone, and thank you for joining us on Back Talk, the talk show for Black parents. Now, today, we have the inventor of Swimmie Caps, Yolanda Flournah Perkins. Yay! Well, Black girls can swim. Welcome, Yolanda.
Thank you.
I am so glad to have you on our show. This is new for us using the Be Live platform. So I'm really excited, guys, to show you her product. She is a mom, a mompreneur, an entrepreneur. She is really doing it. Let me just put up really quickly. I'm going to show you a picture of her Swimmie Caps there, what she does. And we're going to scroll through and just show you a few of the designs that she's created, which has basically images of African-American children and children of color to basically promote positive self-esteem. Right, Yolanda?
Yes, absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about how you got started and how did this whole idea come about?
Okay, well, I have to give some credit to my daughter. So what happened is, we have a swimming pool and my husband loves to swim and he has encouraged the kids to swim as well as myself. And so this particular day back in maybe January or February, we were in a local Dollar General store and they were putting up the new seasons for the products for the new seasons. And we were in the swim aisle, the accessories, and my daughter saw a swimming cap. And she saw the image on the outside of it, so she thought it was pretty. And so I bought her and my son one. And so when it was time for us to get ready to get in the pool, my son puts his on, no issue. Well, Bella opens up her swimming cap and she thought that it was going to be or have an image of a little Black girl on it. And I thought, no, it's just a regular swimming cap. And she says, no, I want it to look like the girl in the picture. And I was like, what girl? So what she did was we went back in her room and there was I purchased from a company online of a silhouette of a natural hair figure lady with natural hair for her to embrace her natural hair. And she thought it was going to be an image like that on the swimming cap. And I thought, oh, okay. I was like, well, no big deal. I'll just go online and order you one. And that's what I did. And I think I tried to do it while they were in the pool. Then I tried to do it later on that night. And a couple of days went by and I kept trying. And she mentioned it again. Did you get my cap? And I thought, no. So I kept doing it. And then finally I said to my husband, I don't think nothing like this exists. And I thought it has to exist because they have bags and passport holders and they have umbrellas and shower curtains and they have all this stuff and they don't have swimming caps that have these images. And that's when we realized that it didn't exist until now. So that's how that came about.
Well, thank God for little girls. Wow, that came about from her idea, from the mouths of babes, they say, right? Well, now you come out. How long did it take to go from that point to where you are now?
Believe it or not, it didn't take as long as I had thought. What took the longest was finding someone that can because I don't draw and I have an idea. And up until this point, I have lots of ideas. We all have ideas. And in some we execute, and some we don't execute. And this particular time I said, I'm going to do this different. Any other time I would just rush and just say, bam, 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 here, I have this. And I said, no, I'm going to do this one different. Because up until this point, I didn't think anything that I was doing was working, in my opinion. But I wanted to try something different. I wanted to try a different approach. And my approach was, let me first find someone that can bring about my vision, that can let me see it in reality. And so I started searching in groups online and, asking people around who does illustrations, because that's what she saw was the illustrator or illustration. And so from there, I put out a request in several groups. Nobody responded, no one. And finally, one person responded. And that one person responded, she said, I'll see what I can do. And we went back and forth. And then finally she said, where's your inspiration coming from? I was like, well, my kids, so I sent her a couple of pictures of my kids. And from there, she basically took my vision in my mind and put it in paper and on a computer for me to see. And I thought, oh my gosh. And her and I have been working together ever since.
Wow, that's fantastic. Do you want to give her a shout out? Who is she?
Yes. Well, I don't know if she wants me to shout her out.
Oh, okay. Okay. If it's private, we won't say anything, but they are the cutest illustrations. So I'm just going to give her props for that because they are really, really well done. I was really impressed as soon as I saw it because, we always are doing stories on getting more Black kids swimming because the drowning rates are really high for Black children. So
absolutely.
Anything that you can do to encourage, them to learn to swim is a big deal. Go ahead. What are you going to say?
Yes. No, you're right. That's exactly one of the things that I wanted to highlight and kind of break that barrier down and do away with that. I'm part of a lot of groups, and there's a lot of Black women and men and kids that really do enjoy swimming, but there's this small stereotype, and there are many reasons why there's barriers that we are not, or a lot of Black people don't know how to swim, and it stems from issues years back. But we are moving forward and hoping to use Swimmie Caps as a means to break those barriers down, to get more kids into swimming, more kids doing more healthy things in the water, in the pool. And my husband and I always say that if you teach a child how to swim, you don't have to worry about them drowning. And so that's one of the reasons. That's a motivation behind it all.
No, that's fantastic. Have you been able to work with any groups so far to help with your, that you can use your swim caps with? I know there's several groups out there. Is that in the plans?
Yes, there is a couple of groups, organizations that I am in the early stages of working with. And so hopefully 2018, the world will see them and see the fruits of these labors in fruition.
Well, we need to get everyone rallied behind these because they're more than just caps that you wear to keep your hair dry. They really have a lot of meaning behind it. The images always to help build self-esteem in children that hardly ever see their images anywhere in books. It's starting to get better, but it's nowhere near where it should be, in reflection to the population. So we would like to see, more images like this around just to reflect the statistics of our existence. So, I had a hard time. I remember looking for just a jewelry box with a Black ballerina for my granddaughter. And I had to go all the way to England to find one. And there was only one. So I thought, why is there only one? And I can find, the blonde ballerina everywhere. And I'm not, blondes are great, but my granddaughter wants something that looks like her to encourage her to do these things. So, and she's a little ballerina. So same thing when you're swimming, you see images in your own likeness, it encourages you to do great things and to that you can do those things. It makes it real to you. Otherwise, you only see what's around you. And if you don't see people swimming, then why would you even try it? So I think this is fantastic. And the one thing Yolanda and I, this is our first time meeting, guys.
Yeah.
By the way. If you don't know, there's a little history here. We didn't even know because we weren't raised together, but she is my cousin, like second cousin. And I happened to find out about Swimmie Caps through another cousin who I am more familiar with on Facebook. Facebook is a remarkable thing. So this is a family reunion.
Yes.
We're doing similar things, but we didn't even know. And it caught my eye because someone else posted it in our family. And I said, hey, we need to connect and get together because this is very, very similar. Yeah. I'm very, very proud to have you on the show and to do this together and just to promote it any way we can. It's just a great product. You need to make one for an adult. I would wear that. I totally would wear that. Now, what are the plans for your future? That's what I want to know. And I'm going to put up the website there.
Plans for the future. I'll tell you my future plans is to put a manufacturing plant right here where I'm at so that I can employ individuals.
Wow.
That is my ultimate goal. That is where, my vision board, that's what it looks like.
That is amazing.
Yes.
Now, are you looking to come out with maybe any other products in the future, or are you going to stick to swim caps? I am this time around, I am going to let the customers tell me what they want. Brilliant.
I am going to produce what they say they want. And I think that that's what will drive me to the next product to the next thing. I'm going to listen to the consumers.
Well, you know what? I think that's the best way to go because they tell you what they need,
Yes.
and that drives the market, as well as there may be things that you never even thought of and you're not assuming what they need. So I think you're brilliant for that. And that's perfect. That is perfect. So it launches today, is it? And you can pre-order it. Tell us all about that.
Yes. So right now I'm doing a pre-order for sales from today, or starting today through Monday at 11:59 p.m. And those pre-orders will be arriving will be delivered the week of December 18th in time for holiday gifts. And then from there, we'll see what the demand says or what I'm gonna push to do. Like I said earlier, this time around I'm doing things different. I'm not just gonna go and get a whole bunch of things because there's 4 different images, and so I'm not sure what images, what appears to be the images that are going are the little curly girl. So that's what consumers are saying they like, and that's what they're buying. So, right now I'm doing pre-orders, and then we'll go from there.
Is this one that you're talking about? Yeah, that's adorable. Totally adorable. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, and they come in different colors.
Yes, there's tons of colors, and the popular one that seems to be requested right now is the white.
Okay. Awesome. That's good to know. What colors do they come in?
They come in sky blue, white, gray, pink, and yellow, green. And I believe that's it for right now.
Okay. Well, now you can order them. I put the website up there. How much are they, by the way?
Right now, the caps are $15.99, and they are discounted for the Black Friday sale. And then they'll go back to regular price at $19.99. So you can't buy them anywhere else. You can only get them from me because they don't exist anywhere else.
Oh, just wait till they get in the stores. You have to let us know. Like post on our page or something when they get into stores, because that's going to be amazing. Absolutely fantastic. So for the moms who are, working a 9 to 5 that are maybe thinking about doing their own business, but sitting on the fence, not sure how to do it. Tell us a little bit about your trials and tribulations. I'm sure it wasn't like, a walk in the park. It took some time. So tell us about like some of the things that you had to do, and if there was any struggles, just kind of give them some insight on, how you came to where you are now.
Yes. So for those that don't know and that are watching and tuning in, first of all, I just wanted to say that you're right. It hasn't been an easy walk in the park. My background is somewhat a little different, not by choice, but because just life. I actually was in prison. My senior year in college, before I was getting ready to graduate, I was sentenced to 3 years in federal prison. And, at that moment I was 22, 23, thought my life was over. So, it took a minute. So to talk about challenges, well, it's been a challenge. Mm-hmm. And then today I am proving that statistics are not always proof. Statistics, I don't believe in statistics. Statistics are just numbers. But the challenges I've, endured is, barriers to employment.
Well, we're losing your signal a little bit. Hold on a minute. Let's see if it comes back. Oh, I hope we don't lose you on this part. This is the good part. You telling us how to get there.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. So keep talking. Maybe I'll come back.
No problem, but I'm here. I am here.
Is it storming there? Because it was raining here.
No, it rained yesterday.
Okay.
So I'll just keep going, but
okay.
So yes, I after coming out of prison, there's a lot of challenges, a lot of barriers. One of those barriers, as we know, is to employment. A lot of convicted felons have a challenge. It's not an issue, have challenges to employment. And because of those barriers to employment, a lot of times former inmates that have been incarcerated tend to go back to what they know how to do because of the challenges with getting employment. So for me, I chose that I knew once I got out of prison, I didn't want to go back. And I, began to surround myself with positive people that encouraged me, spoke positive to me, reminded me that, my future is going to be way better than my past. And yes, at the time, it didn't seem like it. At the time, it was challenging. But, I continued to speak positive. And, at some point, I wrote my first book with the encouragement of my former pastor and mentor. And then from that one book, Consequences, it opened up other doors. And but I want to say that one of the huge drawbacks is that when you decide to be open and very transparent, there's always pros and cons to being transparent about your past. But I chose to use those challenges to fuel me positive. I don't encourage everyone to think like this, but I'm more of the person that when you're getting ready to jump out of an airplane, I like to see if the parachute works while I'm jumping.
Right.
I don't encourage everyone to do that, but I guess what I want to say from that is you're going to always have some naysayers. You're going to have some doubts. Even yourself, you're going to say to yourself, this is just not going to work. Even with these swimming caps, there's no way no one's going to buy a swimming cap with a black girl on it or a black boy. No one's going to do that, but unfortunately, the consumers have said different and they're buying. And so we have to just go off of our gut and just go for it. And I always say, never leave no stone unturned.
And you sure didn't. You know what I'm going to try? Let's try this. We have a little bit less than 5 minutes. Do you want to try to refresh your screen and I'll bring you back in and see if that clears your screen? There we go. Let's see. See if we can get her back and see what happens. Okay. She's coming back now. See if I see her. Oh, no, I think her screen is black. Let's see what happens. Don't know if we're going to get her back the way she was. I don't know. I think we're having some connection issues because I can see you're here, but now I can't see you or not. So if we don't get her back, I will put the information up for you to get the swim caps. Just try to refresh again if you can hear me, and we'll try to get her back again. But that's amazing. I'm just going to show you the caps while we're waiting for her webcam to come back online. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about here. This is really, really cool. So they're for male and females, Swimmie Caps. So good. I'm glad you can hear me. I just don't have you on the broadcast. Yolanda, if you can try to just come back into that link and see what happens. We'll bring you back in. We're running out of time. No, we have 3 minutes left. If we can get you, we will put you in here. Meanwhile, I have you there. Yeah, sure, absolutely. So let me put up the websites for you guys. So this is where you would get these wonderful little swim caps here for your child. And I highly recommend these. I think they're great for having likenesses in your own image. It, as an early childhood specialist, it builds your self-esteem. It makes a child feel proud to wear these types of images so that they think they actually matter in the world. So having these images are very important for children. It really is. All right. So I want to thank you all for coming to watch Back Talk. I want to thank Yolanda for coming on Back Talk. We can actually catch up with her again in the future to see how she's doing as a mompreneur. And if you're watching, be sure to follow us on social media at Black Parenting One. We were the first Black parenting magazine in the nation. So you can follow us at Black Parenting One on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And until next time, we will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Back Talk by Successful Black Parenting Magazine. We'll see you soon.